Hi guys, and welcome to another random platypus review. This time we're going to be looking at some of the Bushido miniatures. It's going to be very difficult for me to scale them up because they haven't all got bases, because I got these off a friend. I collected them at a salute from him. So it's going to be a case really of me showing you sort of by lining them up, and they're also multi-part, so some of the figures just won't stick together particularly well at this point. So right, okay, let me see if I can match these up. Obviously they all come with their cards so to go with the Bushido game, which I'm yet to try out, so I might do a video maybe of trying out the Bushido rules. Got to do a little table. One of the things that attracted me is just the fact that you've got to love the small style tables you can do with lots of detail and courtyards and a sort of fantastic design from the Orient, shall we say. So yeah, they're all the cards of the figures I've got. She doesn't, I don't know if she's actually got all her parts. She's got the sword and things. So let's have a look at some of the more characterful ones that are a little bit different. Okay, I'm not going to get all the parts out because they're quite small. I don't want to lose any of them. But this guy is pretty funky. Let's have a look. I can even give you the name of him if I look it up. Akimoto. As you can see, that's his. It's like a snake man. He's brilliant. I really like him. Again, size-wise, round about the same sort of size as your typical hassle-free figure. Which will probably mean he's not far off. Yeah, he's a little bigger, a little taller, but not by much. And this is it's not a brand spanking new GW figure. This is like a direct only duelist, which I'm not sure you can get anymore. So he's probably a little bit shorter than your normal. But again, as you can see on this guy, I don't believe any cleaning's been done. There is a very faint mould line, you can see it there, but it's not very big. And it's not going to take a lot to get off, and there's a little one under his arm there, as you'd kind of expect. Yeah, you can see that. Again, they're not going to be any hassle trying to get rid of those. They're going to be quite easy, I think, to remove those. He's quite a fun sculpt. Let's have a look if I can get the card for the next one. Master Poe. It's going to be the next guy. He's a monk. Again, I'm not going to get all of the parts out because I'm a bit cautious of misplacing them all. He's got a hat, so you can place, literally the hat can go on any position you want it to. You can go on his back. You don't have to put it on at all. It can just be the guy without a hat on, or you can put it directly on his head, which is a really nice feature actually. So, you know, it gives you a nice little option of posing things. Again, if you look at the Bushido Games website, you'll see the final pose. He's kind of got. Oh, maybe I can do it with these because they're not so small. He's going to have one hand. I can get it right. No, it's not working, I don't think. He's going to have one hand a bit like that, and the other one a bit more out of the back. Again, nice pose. It's a little bit different. You don't get so many figures like this. Again, there's if you can see, very, very faint mould lines, but nothing like serious that's going to take a lot of time or hard to get to. Just go at it with a bit of a file and they'll be gone pretty quickly. This guy is a bit bigger. It's worth mentioning, this guy is a little bit bigger. There we are. You see, he's a tad bigger than the others. Like I say, it's going to be very difficult photographing these in terms of scale shot. I can do it once they're all assembled, and I'll probably put it up on Random Platypus so everybody can see it when they're done. These characters are more your typical kind of Ronin type ones. As I put all the pieces, there's loads of them, so I apologise for this. There's a few different characters, and some of them look like huge chunks out of them because So he's got, it looks like he's got a huge chunk out of him. It's because the weapon sits in like that. So again, this guy looks really quite cool. Size wise, similar-ish, a little bit bigger. So I'd say these are probably more sort of 32, 35, well, 35mm tend to be a bit bigger. I think it's probably more likely to be 32. What I'll do is I'll get my Night Models Joker. Yeah, so they're not far off in terms of size of the Joker. So they are probably a little bit more like the sort of 32 to 35mm size. Some of them are really quite nice. The sculpting is really quite nice on them. This is a female sculpt and it looks like a girl. I know it sounds stupid, but some of the sculpts you see of women are quite... They're like guys with female bits sculpted on. I think that's the fairest way I can put it. But the sculpting on these is really quite nice. The drapery is really cool. And on this one, again, there is a very fine, I don't even know you can see it, mould line just in there. But that's it. There's nothing like massive. And this is another figure that's in a sort of running pose, leaning forward. You can have, I think, probably drawing a sword maybe. We'll see. We'll see when I fit them all together. And then you've got another one that's more traditional garb. So I'm going to get all of these done, and then I'm going to see if I can get some games going, because the Bushido games I believe are free to download. Obviously the cards are the things that you can't get hold of, so you have to pay for those. But I've also got the Ronin rules and the Bushido rule, not the Bushido, Daisho rules, and I'll probably be having a go with those at some point as well and seeing what they play like, and then kind of reviewing them for Random Platypus. So that'll be the way I'll go with these. So again, I shall be putting up pictures of these at a later date when they're built, so better comparisons in terms of size shots, but they're looking like they're 32 to 35mm rather than your sort of typical 28 to 32. I quite like them. If you're looking for figures for Ronin, or I'll get it down so I can actually, sorry for the squeaky in my bad chair, Daisho, then these figures I think would fit. They're a little bit more fantastical, but then, you know, that's how I like my games. I like a bit of mystery and myth and fantasy involved in them, so for me this wouldn't be a purely historical thing anyway. This would be more like based on the films and things that we've seen in the past, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon and that kind of thing. So again, if you like them, let us know. Come on around the Platypus, let us know. Comment below the video. Maybe do your own views and put them up there as well. Okay guys, I'll catch you around. See you in the next video. Bye.